is Octavio Partida. I am the creator of newsthatrocksmedia. We're over here on our offices, ready to interview a talented art. Her name is Ashley Wright. Meet Ashley Wright. She's the one that painted the mural based on in KINLEY. If you go to the bus stop right there, she's the one that painted all that beautiful mural in there. It looks nice. And well, guys, here we go. All right, can we start with your name and what you do, please?
Awesome. So my name is Ashley Wright, and I am a visual artist from Redlands, California. I recently painted the really awesome bench that you've all seen on McKinley Baseline. It is a kind of like a amalgamation, if you will, of everything, the essence of San Bernardino and the IE. I really wanted to incorporate the beauty of the surrounding areas, especially all the gorgeous sunsets, the valley lighting up with all the lights that you can see. I also wanted to add some tidbits of the culture of the area. So we've got a little fruit cart, we've got our, fruit stand over there, and then on the other side I have the mission bell and everything, and it's kind of a balance of the past and the present of this area, which is important to honor both the past and the present of what's happening in this area.
So what got you like into doing like this mirror, right? Like nobody really it's like they abandoned San Bernardino, huh? Like
yeah.
if they forgot about San Bernardino, like a lost city where back in the days we used to come here,
yeah,
and we used to be able to have fun. We didn't worry about somebody getting robbed or somebody getting like into some trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you inspire yourself, how do you manage to do all like that's a beauty right there. That's a pretty good mirror right there.
Yeah. I mean, it comes from what I do as an artist and who I am as a person. Mental health is at the forefront of everything that I do. I have something called complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and that affects my life in so many different ways, with anxiety, depression, dissociation, mood swings, everything. And going through the trauma that I have gone through, I think, in my life, not only has it given me some resilience, yes, but has also caused me a certain amount of pain. And so I walk throughout life with a balance of this pain and then this hope for the future. And that hope for the future is always kind of peeking around. It's hiding in my artwork, but you can also see the darkness, the unease, the unsettling in my work. So it kind of brings everything together, because in life, everything's kind of a gray area. Nothing is just amazingly beautiful. Nothing is just amazingly bad. There's so much gray area, and I really wanted to honor that.
That's perfect. I'm gonna take a little break. So what do you think of the improvement of art, and what do you think we could bring to San Bernardino so we won't have that depression no more? Like San Bernardino is depressed right now. Like it is like
it feels that way.
I feel on coma, right? Like a coma right now.
It can feel like that, and especially the world in general can feel even weightier. But especially in San Bernardino, just seeing how many artists are coming together in general now and creating artist collectives and putting themselves in front of city council to talk about how important art is for San Bernardino. Art creates community, and it allows people to connect with other people and be proud of where they came from. That's something that's really, really important. And while I was painting my bench, I had a couple people come up to me, and thank me so much for doing that, and it was amazing. But some of the things people said to me really stuck out. And one of them was, a guy came up to me and he said, I've lived here my entire life, and it's so depressing to be here. There's days I don't even want to go out and walk my dog on the street. And he said, after seeing your bench, I think I'm going to go take a walk around my neighborhood today. It makes me happy to want to go outside. It was just the pure joy I saw on people's faces as they saw this bench and saw, wow, somebody freaking cares about us around here. That's what it was. And to me, that's like the heart of my art. I love that more than anything else, is knowing that I'm making an impact for other people, brightening their day. It's all about mental health, because a lot of us are struggling out there.
Did you ever went through, because a lot of people that I have interviewed before, like I come from LA, where like there's a place called Skid Row in there. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been there before?
Yeah.
How do you compare like people are afraid that San Marino might turn into like the next Skid Row. You know what I mean? Like we heard a lot of things that Skid Row is being cleaned up and being everything, but I'm sorry for not asking you this. It's kind of important too. Like, what city were you born and raised?
So I was born in Redlands, but I was raised in not only Redlands, but also LA, North LA, Van Nuys area. So I've kind of been between both places.
And with the years, what do you think people could do to make a difference? Like, we've seen the changes with the years, right? Like, back then, we had a lot of gang activity. And now even the gangsters are like, man, we're tired of this. Like, we're tired of the city looking horrible, like looking horrible, like we're talking about San Bernardino. San Bernardino, like a lot of people are actually comparing. Not that LA is bad. LA has their bad and good side, but when they say San Bernardino, people see it like trash, like what, like. Can you explain to people there's also like other parts that like San Marino where they can also go and...
Oh yeah, I mean San Bernardino is such a beautiful place. It is a gorgeous city, and growing up here, I saw a lot of the racism growing up. I come from a white family, and I remember hearing from other adults growing up around being like, oh, we don't go to 2nd Street on San Bernardino. We don't go to these areas in San Bernardino.
You still don't go there.
Yeah,
they tell you still don't go to downtown San Bernardino.
So you grew up with knowing, oh, we don't touch San Bernardino. It's like light doesn't touch there. We don't go there. But ever since I got older, I got more involved in the city. I come out here, I do business out here. I'll go to some of the small business out here. And there is just a beautiful sense of community and people out here that I think goes so unnoticed so many times. And it's important to remember that this city deserves recognition. It deserves to go climb back up the ladder to be as great as it was 40, 50 years ago. It's such an incredibly huge city. Why aren't we taking any notice of it? Why aren't we putting any funding into it? I think there needs to be a movement of empathy and human compassion, and I think that's how you start to help build that connection, how you can move forward as a city. Because if the people aren't connected, if we're not helping each other, if we can't empathize with the people on these streets, how are we going to help them?
That's true.
We won't see them as human.
It's like a lot of people. I don't know if you heard what Max tried to do from the Celebrity Grill. He tried to do. His intention was good, but I guess people thought like the message was like, oh, grab all the homeless and put them in the bus. But that's not his intention. His intention was, I think his intention was to take them to like a place where they could cure themselves. Yeah. Like, cause we haven't for the past years, like we've been having mayors and we've been having that they don't care about the community. All they care about is pocketing money. Absolutely. And money and it's really horrible. Like how we used to be kind of like the Golden State with the Golden City. Yeah. It used to be and San Marino's pretty huge, the county.
It's massive.
The county's pretty
biggest county, one of the biggest counties in the U.S.
And they got so many land. Have you ever thought about maybe doing art in there, or like so it can make it look good like that? Or
I mean, I'd love to do more art in San Bernardino, just in general. Whether it's murals, whether it's designing some small business's new sign, I want to lend myself over to people that are going to appreciate my work, enjoy my work, and it makes them happy.
And what do you think? For the past years, what do you think? Do you think that San Marino might change? If people try to contact you for art, to do mirrors and all that stuff, how can they? Maybe I'm asking you two questions at the same time, right? But those are the two questions. Like, how can people contact you, and what is your opinion on what could be accomplished here in the city?
So one of the ways you can contact me is I do have a website. It's www.ashleyWrightArt.com. I also have an Instagram. It's @ArtByAshleyWright. You can message me on there, or you can check out my website and send an email. I'm happy to get back to you. In terms of seeing San Bernardino grow art-wise, I can only see it exponentially growing from here. I've already seen how there's been little pop-up galleries in downtown San Bernardino, and there's so many young artists that are being able to, show their art locally, which is something that was not something known around here for so long. I've grown up around here, and I know there was such little access to the arts around here. And so many times you think, I have to go all the way out to LA to start my art career. Well, maybe we can have people start art careers where they're from and then do whatever they want with their art careers later on. But to be an established artist in your local town, I think that's incredible. And I can only see San Bernardino becoming more beautiful and more colorful.
Yeah, it's like maybe we don't have to be Hollywood, but we could be the next mini, like Highland. Highland could be the next Highland, could be the next for celebrities or something like that. We don't really have to be like, because then they're going to be like, San Bernardino's trying to copy, right? San Bernardino's trying to be like.
Well, that's when you get the artist to make something that's truly unique to San Bernardino. You bring out the essence of San Bernardino and the area with the art. We don't have to sit here and go, maybe we can add oranges like Redlands did or some shit like that. No, let's be completely original. Let's bring out who San Bernardino is, what San Bernardino is, what it all means, and the amazing cultures that represent San Bernardino. I think that's the key to making San Bernardino so unique and beautiful.
Okay. So Ashley, when you guys were doing the mirror, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, off camera, you told me that it was raining. That can you tell us your experience on that? A little bit of your experience.
Yeah. So for the Omnitrans Art Connect event, there were about 10 of us artists that got selected to do these benches throughout San Bernardino, Rialto, and it was a whole day that we were set out to paint at the Transit Center. And unfortunately, California decided to go crazy with the rain that day. And we had no way of protecting ourselves from the rain, really. So we got rained out. Some people were fortunate enough to be able to finish their benches. But anyone that couldn't finish their bench, we were allowed to go on our own time and paint on location, which I wanted to do that in the first place. I thought that was such a great idea to be able to just paint out in the community, right in the neighborhood where the people who are walking up and down the street every day and commuting can see you. And I think I got so much more out of that experience, being able to paint live right there in the neighborhood, than I did painting at the Transit Center. It was such a beautiful way to connect with everybody locally.
Okay, and before we end this, can you tell, you're gonna have part 2 of this, I know we're gonna have part 2, but can you let people know they can find you on your website, right? They can find you on your website, they can find you
on Instagram, Art by Ashley Wright. I also have a TikTok, also Art by Ashley Wright. I will have a Facebook soon.
and are you open for any like, if people want to pay you for mirrors or on their house or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I am open for commission. If you want an original custom painting, if you are looking for someone to do a mural, if you're looking me to paint a window sign for your business, go to my website, go under the contact information and look for art commissions, and you can fill out a form and contact me, and I'd be happy to paint for you.
That's perfect. There you go, guys. Yay. You meet Ashley, talented artist right here. She's the one that painted the bench over there on Highland. It was on Highland?
Yeah, Baseline and McKinley, on the border of Highland and San Bernardino.
Because somebody told me, you know what they told me? They told me, hey dude, Highland and Baseline don't intersect. So there you go. But it was Baseline and McKinley.
Yeah, Baseline and McKinley.
If people want to go see it, the liquor store that was next to it, what's the name of it?
Oh God, what was the name of the liquor store? I can't remember.
It's okay. By the end we'll put the description below, and there you guys go. Meet Ashley. She's the one that did us a favor, and she's the one that painted the bench out there on Baseline and McKinley.
I hope you guys enjoy it for however long it stands up.
It will. Hopefully, no. Hey, tell them not to tag on it. Tell them, do not tag on it, please.
Enjoy it. Sit and chill on it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. If you guys want to find this mirror, you guys can find it at Baseline and McKinley in the city of Highland, San Bernardino County.
Go check it out, guys. Take pictures, take care of it. Please do not tag on it. I know there's always going to be somebody that's going to be tagging on it, but this is something that Ashley Wright did for us in San Bernardino so it could look less depressed and it could have more light into the city. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this interview, and I'll see you guys in another interview pretty soon. I am Octavio Partida, NTR News TV, or News That Rocks Media.